A sudden flash, a roaring blast, and just like that, SpaceX's Starship Flight 8 was gone in a fireball over the Atlantic. But now the mystery is solved. SpaceX has revealed the exact cause of the explosion, and it's more than just a technical glitch. It's a lesson that's reshaping how we build the future of space travel. In this video, we break down what went wrong, how they fixed it, and why Flight 9 could change everything. Let's dive in. Starship Flight 8 was supposed to be routine. On March 6, 2025, the vehicle lifted off from Starbase, Texas, aiming to demonstrate a simulated Starlink payload deployment and a controlled ocean splashdown. But less than an hour later, Starship's upper stage met a fiery end over the Atlantic. What exactly happened? The mission started strong. The Super Heavy booster executed a picture-perfect liftoff, climbed through the atmosphere, and then performed a complex boost-back maneuver. As with Flight 7, it aimed to return to the launch tower's Mechazilla arms. While the booster mostly succeeded, the drama unfolded high above, where Starship's upper stage, simply known as Ship, began to spiral out of control. According to SpaceX, about 17 minutes into the flight, just as Ship was preparing to reach its operational orbit, an unexpected flash occurred near one of its center Raptor engines. This wasn't just a spark. It triggered a rapid hardware failure inside the engine chamber, leading to inadvertent mixing of propellants and a violent ignition. In a matter of seconds, the other two sea-level Raptor engines shut down, followed by one of the vacuum-optimized Raptors. Without sufficient thrust, the vehicle began tumbling uncontrollably. What followed was an energetic event, SpaceX's way of describing the rapidly escalating fire and mechanical failure that resulted in the spacecraft self-destructing. Automated flight termination protocols kicked in about 2 minutes after the anomaly, cutting all communications and ensuring the debris didn't pose a wider safety threat. What makes this incident different from Flight 7's failure is where the problem happened. Flight 7 saw a fire in Ship's attic, the upper compartments. Flight 8's issue came from the basement, near the engines, making it a fundamentally different kind of failure. These distinctions would become critical in the coming investigation, and the fixes SpaceX would implement next. Rather than treat Flight 8's failure as a setback, SpaceX dove headfirst into a rigorous investigation. What they found not only solved the mystery, it set the stage for a new and improved Starship, ready to return to flight. After the explosion, engineers quickly retrieved telemetry and engine logs, focusing on the first flash near the center Raptor engine. It was here that SpaceX uncovered a subtle but critical issue: hardware degradation under extreme thermal stress. Propellants had mixed prematurely, sparking the ignition that led to the upper stage's destruction. The solution wasn't just replacing a part, it meant redesigning how thermal conditions are handled during flight. In response, SpaceX ran over 100 long-duration test firings at its McGregor, Texas facility. They stressed Raptor engines under various scenarios, mimicking every condition from the failed flight. And this time, they had oversight. The FAA, NASA, NTSB, and even the US Space Force all collaborated to ensure that the results weren't just thorough, but conclusive. The booster's issues weren't ignored either. Of the 13 engines involved in its initial boost-back burn, 2 failed to reignite. During landing, one previously unlit engine finally kicked in. SpaceX traced this anomaly to torch ignition problems. Essentially, some engines were too hot to start properly due to local thermal conditions near the igniter. So what's being done? A lot. First, affected areas in the engine bay have been reinforced with added insulation to reduce local overheating. Second, new hardware designs will introduce a nitrogen purge system, a mechanism that prevents dangerous gases from accumulating and igniting accidentally. Third, SpaceX has revised the propellant drain system to avoid spontaneous mixing. And crucially, they're introducing the next evolution of Raptor engines, Raptor 3, which will bring even greater reliability, higher tolerance to thermal stress, and better safeguards against the kind of chain reaction that doomed Flight 8. What's remarkable is the speed at which these upgrades were implemented. SpaceX's fail fast, learn faster approach continues to pay off. Armed with lessons from Flight 8, SpaceX is ready to return to the skies. Starship Flight 9 is scheduled for no earlier than May 27th, and it's not just another test, it's the next big leap in SpaceX's path toward full reusability and deep space missions. SpaceX's Starship isn't just a rocket, it's a revolution in progress. Flight 8's fiery end may have looked like failure, but it turned out to be a catalyst for innovation. What SpaceX learned from that explosion has directly shaped a stronger, smarter, and more resilient Starship. With the FAA's green light and a re-engineered vehicle standing on the pad, Flight 9 is about to put those hard-earned lessons to the test. Whether it succeeds or fails, one thing is certain: this program never stands still. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on space exploration and scientific discoveries. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.